Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkoviak. I'm out here. I'm scouting stuff. It's the last week of October, but I'm mainly scouting for not this coming hunting season, but just taking a look at some areas for the following year. If I found something absolutely amazing, I may stop and check it out and maybe possibly hunt it. But really, you know, with it being September next week, I try to stay out of all my good spots and that kind of thing. So I'm just out here enjoying it. It's 87 degrees, so it's kind of a warm day, but we got rain coming in tomorrow. Actually starts the middle of the night tonight. So it's kind of a nice day to just get out here and check some things out, and I had the day off. But what we want to talk about right here is a little bit of pocket hopping. And I see it here, and it's interesting because a lot of people, when they summer scout, they don't understand the power of these because the sign is not like it would be during the fall. And I want to explain it to you here for a little bit. So what we have here, if you look here, we got this thick area brush right here, this thick stuff. You can see the oaks up there, oaks up there, oaks up there. You know, you got this woods here. And then you have real open area out here that was clear cut a few years ago, but it's pretty open through here. You still have great food sources that are hitting here with these oaks in the fall. Big oaks over there, but pretty open. Over here, same kind of thing, pretty open, starting to get a little more brushier in there, but pretty open. But what you have is, you're gonna see that you got a big trail right there. You have a trail right here, and you have a trail right here that comes off of this little point right here that's on this little point. Well, then what they do is they start pocket hopping. This is a pocket. If you look at this section right here, this is going to be thick even when all the other foliage is down. This is the thickest spot right in this area here. They will come out of this point and they hop these pockets. So they'll come through here. You can see I'm on a trail, but now if you look at this trail doesn't look all that massive, impressive right here. Because it's summer right now. The ferns are up. These ferns are almost as tall as I am here. I mean, if you look at the size of these ferns that I'm standing next to, I mean, you can see here as you look at these that they're, you know, they're almost as tall as I am. You know, they're half my height here. So this is pretty thick stuff. So they go anywhere they want to this time of year. In the fall, when these ferns die down in another month and a half, these ferns by mid-October will be all flattened down and dead. And it'll open us up. The leaves will start falling. Everything here is going to open up. It makes this brushy point right here a gold mine. And this little island pocket right here of stuff, this trail will then become worn down to dirt. And this will be a major travel route through here. Because as they're in here on this trail, they have all this cover right here, as you can see that we're in, versus everything out there that's glowing bright. You can see all that that's wide open. So they will travel right through here. This is their trail that I'm on. They'll come right through this pocket, and that gives them security as they travel through that wide open area there. So you can see it's wide open, and this wide open area out here, you can even see on the other side, this little bitty brush is all wide open over there. So this little pocket right here that I just walked through gives them that security. And then look, oh, another little pocket right here. That's why that trail will go right into there. And you have actually two, one that goes that way, one that goes that way, and they go right up through these little pockets. So these little pocket hopping spots right here become gold mines. Not again, you don't really see the benefit of them when you're summer scouting. When you're out here right now, they're not using them, and they haven't used them for months. They haven't used them. But when you got a place like this, which has just got all these oaks in here that are going to be dropping acorns, and they want to travel through these areas, but they don't want to be exposed out here in the open when they're traveling through here, these little pockets like you're seeing right here, absolute gold mines. Make sure that you check them. If you're summer scouting, note where these are. Like I note this. I can look at this and go, okay, well, even though that trail, let's stay with this pocket here for a minute because it's easy to show without so many ferns in it. But I can look at this right here, and I can check this trail out that we're seeing running right there. That trail that runs right through there. I can look at that and go, that's not all that good. I wouldn't waste my time. A lot of people think that. I know that if I come in here in mid-October, even never being here before, this will be down to bare dirt. As soon as the foliage is down, everything will be perfect. I know that the trees will still be dropping acorns, and I can come in here, look at this, and I can, you know, without even coming into it, I can find this very easily on the map, seeing this little pocket. And when I'm looking at that cyber scouting and on that map, I can look at this and I can say, okay, well, I can put a stand right there in that tree, and I can shoot anything that wants to come across from this and do this here. Or what else could I do? Let's look at it for a second. I can come over here And now if I set up in this pocket, I don't really have a lot. I could probably get up in that tree and get a real tight shot right here. Might be able to get some shooting out there. That might work pretty well. Could possibly work out. But let's see here. Other options, if we catch them when they come out of here. Now here we know they break off a little bit and go different directions. But I could set up in that tree, or I could set up in that tree if I have any shooting. But you see what I'm getting at there? You can see and identify this stuff from your map cyber scouting. When I cyber scout this, I can see this pocket. I can see this pocket. I can see all of this open stuff. I can see that point over there. I can see each of these oaks and know how big they are and if they're huntable or not from cyber scouting. So this is a place that I can find from a map, you know, on my computer without ever having to be here, and just by knowing the fact that once foliage is down here in Michigan and these ferns drop, this pocket hopping is one of their main sources of security, and I can come in here and kill deer. So don't rule those out. Don't be afraid of those pockets, like I said, and by all means do not let the lack of activity in the summer fool you. Trust me, when it comes time for the foliage to come down, they become absolute travel corridor hotspots. So actually, before I finish this video here, I just moved to another spot. Again, I'm hopping islands, these little pockets. Same kind of thing. You can see how bright out there it is. Now, open a lot of this stuff is out here. We're over there opening. I'm in this little pocket. Right here, this pocket of stuff. Now, when you see stuff like this, it's worth paying attention to. You can see, like I said, pretty thick little pocket in here. But see this? See that log? Okay, that doesn't happen by accident. This stuff right here does not just accidentally end up like that. That is due to deer traffic here, okay? That's why this log is shredded here and the rest of it's pretty solid. It's because they have kicked this and wore all this down. All those chips that you see right there, that is all from deer walking across this and hitting it with their hooves. They're the ones that actually knock that down. So, I mean, even though this trail is not, oh, look at right there. There's, oh, it's out, but, you know, look at that. That's poop right there, deer poop, and that's a lot of it, and that's probably good odds of that being a buck because of the fact that it's so clumped together. Some people believe that, other people don't, but I believe it's because they eat more browse and they eat more wooded stuff, the bucks do, so it ends up clumped together more than pellets. But so you got a big pile of poop right there, but this trail is not being used real heavy yet. But this is good sign that it has been, and it does get used a lot. And like I said, right now they don't necessarily need to use it because the bucks are growing antlers, so they want to stay in more of the open stuff. The ferns are up high providing cover in the open stuff, so there's really not a reason for them to have to come through here. But you can see the trail running right through here, that they definitely use this pocket. Now, we came from over there, but see, you can see that they pocket hop here. You got the poop right here to verify that, and you can see this trail that just goes right up through here. You can see where they got it wore still down to dirt right here, you know, as they're coming through here. Oh, look at that. Look at right there. There's a bed. Okay, look at right there's a bed. See that? That's a deer bed right there. So that's where they're sleeping at on here too, but that's a matted down bed right there. But you can see these trails, like I said, these island hopping spots, they can become pretty good little gold mines, and they're definitely worth paying attention to, even if the sign in the summer is not that great. There you go, good tip for you. Thanks, bye.